Hello, my name is Denise Miller from BPS Technology. Today I'm going to talk about adding a resource to an assignment. A resource is an attachment that I can add to any of my assignments. And I'll be in my gradebook and in the assignment details. Towards the bottom of the page, I see resources provided by the teacher. I can add a file. I'll be prompted to browse my computer to select the file. Then click Upload, and I see that that file has been uploaded to the assignment. I can also select a Google Doc, something from my Google Drive. The type comes in by default as a Google Doc. I can enter a description. And the first time I do this, where it says Google Docs email, I need to link my Aspen account with my Google Drive. So I would do this, click to add the Google Access. It's just a couple of steps. It's not going to work in this demo because I'm in a training database, but you would just follow the prompts to connect your Aspen account with the Google Drive. And once I've done that, I would be able to select a document from my Google Drive. I can also add an online quiz. The great thing about the online quizzes is that it will be graded automatically for me. I need to enter a title, and there are some other questions I can answer here. I can enter an introduction or the instructions for the students. On the questions tab, I can browse items from the item bank to add. So any questions that have already been added, I can select them. Or I could create the question. So there are different types of questions I could add: multiple choice, free text essay, short answer. And I can enter in different information, the subject, the grade level. I'm going to do a separate recording on the online quizzes, so that would have much more detailed information. I can add a web link, just a URL, to an assignment. When I click that, I'd be asked to enter in the name. I could enter in a description, and then I just enter in the URL, and I would click Save. I can also drag and drop. So anytime I add one of these resources, they go into my resources folders. So I can select something from a group folder, something that others have shared, or my uploads are going into this uploads folder, and this is my Biology 1 class, and I could just select something here to attach. And I need to drag and drop it since it's a drag and drop. And then I can close that window by clicking the X. If I wanted to remove an attachment, I could just click on the X to remove it. If I have added a resource or if I've made any change, I'm just going to make sure I click Save to save that assignment. And this assignment is linked to my other classes, so the attachment will also show up in those other classes. When the student goes to the assignment from the student portal, they're going to see that attachment that I've added. And they just need to click on it to open up the attachment. So if I want them to read something or fill something out or print something, they have access to that through the student portal. And that's all there is to adding resources to an assignment. Again, I am going to do a separate recording just on the online quizzes. For additional information, you can check out the Aspen help for the resources provided by the teacher. And if you have any questions, just please email aspen@bostonpublicschools.org. Thank you for watching.